Hello everyone, and welcome back to Make Your Mind. I think I need to make a note here. I do apologize that it has been sporadic, the videos these last couple of weeks. My work schedule has been fluctuating quite a lot, and I've essentially been working every single day from sometimes 8 in the morning all the way till sometimes 11 at night. So I do apologize, but hopefully this will make up for it. This video is going to be talking about this creature right here. For those of you who played Subnautica and Subnautica, well, mainly Subnautica Below Zero, you've more than likely encountered this. The Iceworm. This is the sculpture that I had made on a previous video, and I've kept it this entire time just because this took me many hours, and even still, it still doesn't really want to cooperate with me, but got the entire body, all of the scales, the spikes here on the ends of the fins, the head, and everything. The only thing I'm missing is the little black feeler claws on the bottom, which every time I put the sculpture down, they ended up flattening themselves, so I just took them off for the time being, but there's the Iceworm in all its glory. If you want to see the full video that I did on the Iceworm, click this link up here. If you click that link, you'll get to see the video that I did of not only this sculpture, but of the standing Iceworm sculpture that I did. Yep, see? This wax clay is most uncooperative. But there's one part of the Iceworm that we don't get to see. And that is the part of the Iceworm that we've seen for most of the other creatures, I would say, but, I mean, the Sea Emperor, we've seen what theirs looks like, we know what the Sea Dragons looks like. I think the only real creature that we haven't seen that has something like this is the Gargantuan, for the most part, which, that's coming very soon. And here was my depiction of the Iceworm Egg. Check that out, huh? As you can see, this is a mix of purple and white that I had sitting around that I think would look more fitting, because the Iceworm is very purple. But with it trying to blend in, and as you can see, it has the hot tip on the end, which would be a sort of, I guess you could say it's like a defense mechanism for anything trying to eat it. If anything tried to eat this egg, the egg would get so hot that it would just burn anything that would come about its way, but this was my idea of the Iceworm Egg. As you can see, there's a little bit of iridescence in there. I do like to use iridescence in my sculptures, mainly just because it looks really cool. It gives it like a sort of shine, a sheen. But as you can see, I got the scales in here, like on the Iceworm over here, very similar. This is just a rough idea of what I think it would look like. And then this is it actually in a snowdrift, so if it was sitting in the snow, it would look like that. And the egg would have a defense mechanism where if it got too close, it could actually burn the person who comes too close, mainly because the temperature of that spike and the spikes on the end, I could not imagine what that temperature would be. But as you can see, I got the hot tip on the end, so if any creature decided to eat this, like another iceworm, they'd better be ready, because this egg would have a type of defense mechanism at hand. And I just think that'd be a very interesting idea. I don't know, what do you guys think? What do you guys think of the idea for an Iceworm Egg? I actually got this idea from a commenter. Let me see if I can pull it up real quick. Let's see who that was. I'll give you a shout out real quick. Let's see, where are you? I'm looking for you. Hold on a second. Where is the idea of the Iceworm Egg? I'm trying to find you. In the meantime, how's everybody doing? Gotta say, here we go. This is a Santab 1980 Games. And he requested that I do an Iceworm Egg showcase, which, this is actually gonna be it. So, Santab 1980 Games. I hope this is kind of what you had in mind. So it took me a minute to find it. I had to scroll down my YouTube studio to find the comment there. But this was a viewer request from you, so thank you very much for giving me this idea. Like I said before, I've done the idea of the Gargantuan Leviathan Egg. But you haven't seen that yet, go ahead and click the link up on the top left. But if you can't be bothered, here it is. This was my idea of a Gargantuan Leviathan Egg. So as you can see, it would have the multiple colors. Oh, sorry, that one. A little bit stuck right there and right there. There we go. So this was my idea of the Gargantuan Leviathan Egg. As you can see, it has the feelers on the top. And it has these 6 tentacles, sort of in a spiral. And it has all of this bioluminescence, so that it could be distinguished. And frankly, having bioluminescence in Subnautica is the norm. So in fact, if you don't have it, you could be hidden. But imagine if this thing had the ability to shut off its bioluminescence when a predator that it senses with these antennae comes too close. I think that would be a really cool idea. And as you can see, I got the orange on the ends of the tentacles. And those of you who don't know, when this video posts later today, on the same day, my Gargantuan Leviathan 2.5 is now done, and I think I have a way to be able to showcase the entire thing on camera. I've had to... The scaling hasn't changed. The creature is still the same size. But I've had to sort of curl it in a way to be able to make it fit on camera a little better, and I have it showcased literally sitting right down here. So stay tuned today for the Gargantuan Leviathan, for that is coming. My final rendition of the Gargantuan Leviathan, because with the return of the Ancients coming very soon, although I have to say, I wonder if it is going to be very soon, because we've got things like... We got that awesome... If you haven't been keeping up, I know Anthomnia and IGP and a couple of other Subnautica YouTubers, Aki, The Last Bacon, they've been keeping track of everything that's going on, Smarty Mouse, things like that. And the Return of the Ancients, they're going to be adding a lot more of the precursor elements to the game, including a precursor drone that is as big... I mean, honestly, it's as big as the Iceworm, which I come to find out is apparently called the Guardian, but that may not be the actual name. That name may change in the future, but who knows? We shall see for sure. And but a lot of good things are coming out with the Return of the Ancients. I am so excited about that still. I know that there's been a lot of delays, but once again, people, that mod is going to be fantastic. If you have the base game, I have the base game, and I have some of the emulators ready to be able to run that mod, which I will be getting once it's completely finished. But man, being able to see that Gargantuan, and especially seeing the updates as of late, seeing just how massive that thing is, I think it's time for me to, in case if they do any more design changes, I'm not going to be able to keep up with that. But the design that I'm going to put out will be the design of my Gargantuan Leviathan, as how I think it should look. But if the mod team, if they decide to change that, hey, kudos to you guys. You guys have been doing a fantastic job, and we will see that eventually in time. But in the meantime, stay tuned for the Gargantuan Leviathan 2.5. That is coming. And with this video, the Iceworm Egg. I don't know, what do you guys think? Do you think this is a good look? How big should the egg be? I get a feeling that it should be about as big as, like, the Sea Dragon egg that we see in the base game, in Subnautica 1. I think it should be about that big, and imagine seeing this in a snowdrift, and as you get up close to it, it actually starts to burn the edges of your screen, and you actually get damaged because it gets so warm. That'd be pretty crazy. I mean, imagine if this thing, when it gets laid, it actually melts itself into the ice for protection, and then sort of sticks the point out, so that creatures can't actually eat it. Actually, that's a cool idea. Imagine an iceworm egg that sort of warms up, buries itself partially in the ice, and only just the tip of it would be sticking out, and you could see it through the ice. I don't know, would that be a cool idea? I don't know, but the iceworm is such a mind-blowing and just amazing design of a creature. It's just so cool to sort of play off of these designs and, you know, create something new and exciting and sort of get people's Get people brainstorming about what could be in the future. Of course, with there being so many mods being added to the base game Subnautica, there's also mods adding to Below Zero as well, and this could be one of them. So who knows? We'll see how that goes. But with that, thank you all so much for watching this video. If you enjoy videos like this, don't forget to leave a like down below, and remember to subscribe and hit that bell for notifications so you don't miss the next video. The next one is going to be the big one, the Gargantuan. And remember guys, if you wish to support the channel directly, you can either go to my paypal.me with the link down in the description below, or you can also check out my Etsy store where I have different types of pins for sale. I have my first edition, my channel pin, and I have my Gargantuan pin. I make all of these by hand, and I got 20 of these that will be made. These can be pinned to a backpack, a hat. They can be pinned to anything to show your love not only for this game, but also for the channel itself and the many designs that it's inspired. So with that, thank you all so much for watching this video. And I will see all of you on the next viewer-requested Sculpture Showcase.